I'm Rachel Stokowski, your instructor for business law. I hope you had a nice spring break. We are jumping right back in now for our second half, and we're starting in on contracts. And I know I might have promised a couple of you that we weren't going to do any more case briefs, but I really find that case briefs are very helpful in a lot of, whether you're a lawyer or not, a lot of what you do, because if you have any dealings with the law at all, it's very important to know what the law says. And cases, judicial cases, as we've learned, are the crux of most of the law, other than statutes and the Constitution. Case law is going to give you most of your primary source of law. So it's very important that you're able to read a case and that you're able to distill it down to what's very important for you and for your business and for the situation you're in. So I know that we started off with some really long cases that were kind of dense, and one that was really old and one that was really new, and I know that a lot of you struggled with that, and that's okay. I kind of expected that it would be a struggle, but I also wanted you to see what a case looks like and to do a little of that struggling through it and see if you could figure out through all of that mess and what I call gobbledygook what the important things were. So what I'd like to do for your discussions this week is I'd like you to take two of the cases that we read this week that I pulled out especially for you to read, that are on different parts of contracts, different elements of the contractual relationship, and I want you to brief two of the, I think, 5 cases that I put in as text this week. And just so we can kind of, I don't know, not start over, but let's get a handle on this really well. I'm going to do a set of videos that shows you step by step how I would approach a case and how I would do a case brief. And I'm going to do them each separately. Each one will have a different element. I'm going to brief the case London Bucket Company v. Stewart, which is one of the cases that I had you read this week. We're going to talk about specific performance of a contract, and at the same time I didn't have this be part of your discussions because I wanted to go ahead and go through it with you. So of the rest of the cases, you can choose 2 of those to do in your discussions this week. So as you go, the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to grab your book for the textbook for this course, and I want you to turn to Appendix A, which has a little portion in it at the very beginning on how to brief a case. That is on page A1 of the text. I know that's all the way in the back, but the very first page of the appendix. The second thing is I want you to grab a pen or a pencil, print out the cases or have them on your computer and use the highlighting feature. So I have this cool little clicky pen. This one is kind of super crazy and has all these different colors. My sister likes sending me fun things like this. But something like this where you could have several highlighters, a minimum of probably 4 colors, 3 to 4 colors. Or do it on your computer and use the highlighting feature on your computer. But the first thing I want you to do is I want you to read through the cases, because an overview of the cases, even if you take a few notes here and there, an overview of the case is going to be the best way, because sitting there looking at it dry, trying to do a brief of a case is very difficult. Secondly, we're going to go through with colored pen or with highlighters or with your highlighter in your computer, and we're going to pull out specific things that are all going to be one color because they're all one specific thing. So I'm going to stop for now. I'd like you to read through the cases, or if you haven't already read through the cases, read through the cases again and decide which ones you're going to brief. But definitely read through London Bucket before you start the next video so that you can follow along as I go through it and brief a case on video. So go ahead and do that, and then when you're done with that, come on back. We're going to go through the 5 steps: citation, facts, issue, decision, and reason, and we'll go through it together. See you in a few.